Good morning, students. Today we will study second chapter, which is types of software. Okay. So first of all, we should know what is software. Software is a group of programs which make a computer perform a specific task. Got it? So what is the use? It to give the instruction to the computer to perform a specific task. So it is a set of instruction. There is some protocols of the instruction. So that is our software. Examples: operating system like Windows 7, Windows 8, Linux. So these are the example of our software. There is like Notepad, Pen. These are the also software. Again, we will study software is divided into three different parts. Their category of the software, so that later we will study. Next part is our hardware. This hardware is what? This is the physical part which we can touch, which we can feel, which we can see. This is called hardware. So again, hardware is divided into two parts: internal hardware and external hardware. So what is internal hardware? Internal hardware we call those type of hardware which is inside the CPU cabinet, which is uh, assembled inside the computer, inside the CPU cabinet. That is internal hardware. External hardware, which is outside of the computer, like keyboard, mouse, printer, which we can see, which is outside of the CPU cabinet. So that is our external hardware. But what this hardware, all the hardwares we can touch, feel, see. This also is about the hardware. Example: these devices are also known as peripheral devices. Peripheral devices means which is connected. Okay. CPU, keyboard, monitor, mouse, modem, CD, ROM, etc. These are the examples of hardware. These all are the examples of hardware. So first of all, we will study this about input and output device. Input and output device, this is the most basic part of the computer. Actually, we know computer follow this cycle, IPO cycle. Okay, this cycle computer follows. What is this? Input, process, output. I stands for input, P stands for process, O stands for output. Based on this computer performance, suppose I just took some any example. If I want to prepare a glass of juice, so how we will prepare? First of all, we will take some fruits. So that is our input. When we take some fruit, that is our input. And where we put that? We put in the mixer grinder. So that is process. And once that our juice come out, that is output. So in the same way, computer also works. We are giving some input to the computer. Computer process that data, and the result we are seeing on the monitor, that is the output. So this input output, this is the very important one. So this is uh, main communication between computer and its user, input and output. Okay. So one by one, input devices are used to enter data and information into the computer by the help of keyboard, mouse, scanner, common input devices. Okay, these are the input devices by the help of we can provide the input to the computer. First type of example, just see, drawing and graphic tablet. This is what drawing and graphic tablet is similar to a whiteboard. Okay, except that use a special pen called stylus. Okay, so this pen is called stylus. To write on it, drawing tablet is connected to computer. By moving stylus on the tablet, you can draw on the screen of the monitor. Okay, so this one tablet is there, that is one kind of touch screen that is connected to your computer. Once by the help of this stylus you write on the your that type of device, that is your touch type of device. Okay, there you write by the help of stylus. The same thing you can see on your computer screen, computer monitor, because your this that tablet is connected to your computer. Okay, so this is first type of input device. Next next is your joystick. Joystick is what? it is used for basically this joystick is used for the playing games. Okay, so which type of it is, it control that consists of hand hand stick which pivots around one, and it is generally used for the playing games. You can see this is type of handle, this type of gearbox like that. You can just move and control the movement on the screen cursor. Okay, so actually we are controlling the computer mouse screen. There is a mouse pointer is there, we can control by the mouse. The same thing, the cursor we will control by this handle. We move this handle and we can control it. Got it? Next is your touch screen. Touch screen, I think many of you have seen your touch screen from mobile phone. When you touch some icon, you perform something, means you are able to open some screen. So in the ATM card also you can see on the touch screen also, you just press on somewhere, the same function will be happen. Suppose there is a withdrawal, you click on the withdrawal process will be done. So likewise, this is all about the touch screen. So by the touch screen we can give the input. Joystick also, by the help of joystick we are giving input, because we are moving the cursor, means we are giving the input. Barcode scanner, I think if you have any product means you buy some item, behind that item you will see there is some line types of lines are there. Lines means just before your price tag, just above the price tag, there is a one line, this type of lines are there like this. Okay, or in your Aadhaar card, did you see there is a square type of grill like this square, so many grills are there. This is your barcode. Actually in this barcode there is information is there about that product. In your Aadhaar card, this is there is available your data, your information, what is your name, where you live at. So all the information is stored in that, and by the help of this barcode scanner we can fetch that data, we can read that data, and we provide to the computer that very easily it can understand. Okay, next is your webcam is a very common one. I think in the laptop, did you see there is a one camera is there. Okay, in the desktop we are placing one camera just above our monitor, so that is webcam is to take our picture, okay, to video, and that is inputted to the our computer, that is sent to our computer. It is used for the video conferencing also. Okay, next is this all about your input device. Okay, there are many, but some input device just we discuss only. There's keyboard and all that. Okay, so this is your input device. Next is your output device. Okay, this output device, what is output? Output suggests itself device are used to get information out of a computer. Means we are giving the output, means we are sending the result, we are putting the result, we are throwing the result. Okay, that is our output device, that is output. So there is monitor. The first example, just we take the monitor. Okay, a monitor or visual display unit. Monitor is also called visual display unit. A monitor is also called visual display unit. Is the screen on which words, number and graphics can be seen. Monitors are classified on the basis of color and their capacity. So there are different kinds of monitors also. You studied earlier in I think in class 4 you study about this different type of like LCD, LED. Okay, different kinds of monitors are there. So it is classified according to their capacity, color. Okay, TFT, this TFT is the example of monitor. So monitor is used for, this is the example of output device. Next is your printer. Printer is what? Actually monitor, your information is displayed in your soft copy. This the whatever the result we are getting on the monitor, that is our soft copy. Once the result is printed on the paper, the output is printed on the paper, that type of result is called your hard copy. So that is possible by the help of only printer. Okay, it gives the result, means on your paper you can print out. There are different types of printer also there. Inkjet, laser printer. Okay, so this also cost varies according to their speed, technology, okay, quality of printing. This about the printer. This is output device. Next output device is your speaker. Speaker gives you uh, audio output from your computer. Okay, you want to play the music, so how you will listen that music? By the help of only speaker it is possible. You can hear the music. Okay, this is about speaker. You can see this is the speaker. Headphone you are just placing on your ears only, both ears. You just hear this type of device is this. So this is also again to listen, okay, to your music or sound from the computer. Okay, there is also microphone is there. Microphone is to insert your means microphone. Actually this is the input device. By if you want to give the audio input to your computer, you have to use the microphone, but a headphone to listen from the computer. Okay, so this is output device. Now here you can see this is the monitor, joystick, keyboard, scanner, barcode, mouse, webcam, speaker. These are the given. So you just do it by yourself. Okay, just try to do it. Next is software. As I told, the software is a group of program which make a computer perform a specific task. Okay, so here you have to know as I told that you will know software is again there is classified into three parts. As I told that hardware is divided classified into two parts, internal hardware and external hardware. Same software is classified into three parts, which is system software, application software, utility software. Okay, so one by one we will discuss this all. Next, first of all we will discuss system software. What is system software? System software is the most important software in the computer. Okay, computer system. In this system software is the most essential. Because of this system, if there will be no system software, computer will not able to run the computer. There must be the system software. Okay, to start, to perform, to manage all the components of the computer, there must be system software. Because as we know how computer runs, computer can run with the correspond with the hardware and software. Without hardware and software, computer cannot run. If there is a hardware, computer will not run. Only hardware. If there is only software, computer will not run. Then the corresponding of both hardware and software. Okay, the mutual process of both. Okay, the hardware and software. Then it is possible to run a computer. So in software, which part is most essential? That is system software. Got it? The system software is most essential for running any computer. So an operating system to control the execution of other program. Got it? It control the executions of other programs. User interface software. Okay, means whatever the first icon we are seeing with startup, the desktop is ready. That is by the help of system software. Development tools for debugging other programs, debugging, profiling and monitoring tools, inbuilt utility programs. So these all are done by the system software. Okay, so in this system software, the first this is the type of the system software, which is operating system. This operating system is the type of system software. This is the example of system software. If I ask what is the example of system software, you can say operating system. In operating system there are many operating system like Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, like Vista. Okay, like Mac, it is the operating system of Apple, Linux. Okay, so these all are the examples of operating system, and this operating system come under the system software. Okay, and operating system stands for sometimes we also call only OS. Okay, it performs the primary task in the computer system like recognizing input from the input device, sending output to the output device, keeping track of files and directories on the disk, and controlling all peripheral devices among various other things. Got it? So as I told that it's a the main function. It start with the operating system. It just track the all the files, directories, disk control, input, sending, input, receiving input data, sending output data. This all management is done by the operating system. Okay. An operating system is also responsible for allocating resources, memory, processor, time, disk, space, and all that. How computer will faster work, for the memory management, for all these things, this operating system is only responsible. Okay. And nowadays, in your mobile phone there is a one operating system is working. What is the name? Android. What is the name? It's a Android. Okay. In your mobile phone there is a one software is working operating system, that's name is Android. So there are many version, there are different development phase are there. So you just know, like Android KitKat, Android Oreo, Android Nougat, Android 10, Android Pie. So all of these are the uh, develop means the different version of the Android. Okay. So in mobile phone, which operating system is used? That is Android. Okay. So now operating system are broadly classified into types. So there we will study some types. So the first type is that we will single user type. Single user type is that this operating system is designed to manage the computer that has single user. So this type of operating system, it is for the single user, means only one user will use. Okay. Example of operating system for the smartphone, because in a smartphone at a time how many person you can use? One person. Okay. So this is single user. Palm operating system for the palm handheld computer. So single user, for single user it is designed for the single person, single user. Okay. Multi user, it is designed for the multiple person. This type of operating system allows two or more than two users to work at the same time on the system. Means we can work by the help of this multi user, there can work more than two users. Okay. Some operating system allow 100 or even 1000 of current users. So just it is very important. So in the big industry, they're like a mainframe computer, this is the biggest one. Okay. So there can, in the same computer, where in the same operating system, how many can perform work? Many thousand, more than 1000 person can work. Next is your multiprocessing. This processing system supports running a program on more than one CPU. This operating system supports running a program on more than one CPU. What does it mean? Means this type of processing means it allow to run a program on more than one CPU. More than one CPU means that the multiprocessor system allow making communication in between multiple CPU. Means there are multiple CPU are there, and it make possible to communicate with the all CPUs. Okay. With their share memory and input device, and also we can share memory and input device, that is multiprocessor. Okay. This is multi-processing. What is the main, why we use this one? The main objective of using multiprocessor operating system is to consume high computing power and increase the education speed of the system. Got it? So why we are using this multiprocessing? To get the high computing power. Okay. And increase the education and speed of the our computer or our system. So this is all about multiprocessing. Next is your multitasking. Multitasking, this allow more than one program to run simultaneously. Means at a time we can run more than one program. Suppose on our computer we are watching something. Suppose I'm surfing web, we are searching something on the internet. At the same time we want to play music or want to listen the music. So two things we are working simultaneously. So it is possible that we can do the multiple work, multitasking on this operating system. So this is possible by the help of operating system. So let us all the operating system, these things allow. This support multitasking, multi-processing. This our latest of all the operating system. These things is possible. Okay. Next is your multi-threading. So multi-threading is such an operating system allow different parts of single program to run parallelly. So you just try to understand what is multi-threading. Multi-threading is the ability is a ability of a program or an operating system. This is the ability of the operating system or a program, means I mean there is a ability of system software process to manage its use by more than one user at a time, and to even manage multiple requests. Okay, it manages multiple requests by the same user. Okay, so okay, same user, suppose I giving the multiple request. I want to play music, I want to see picture, I want to see something else. So same users, without having to have multiple copies of programming running in the computer. So this is all about your multi-threading. Okay, so this program run parallelly, means in the multi-threading we are requesting for the different tasks, and that program, that our request run parallelly. Okay, they are not mess up with anyone. Okay, so this is multi-threading. Next is your real time. Real time means the special operating system response input instantly. So real time means, suppose I just give input, I ask 2 plus 2, suddenly give the result 4. So this is about real time. Okay, got it. Some examples are there, you just know. Example of OS you must remember and write in your copy. PC, Unix, Linux, Mac OS. This is for the Windows. For the workstation, Windows, Unix, Mac. For the supercomputer, Linux. These are the operating system. Example of, you can see the picture also. These are the examples of. These are the logo of the operating system. So please write down this all the operating system and learn. In the next class, we will discuss. We will study utility software and okay, and the application software. Thank you.